Heureux. Je viens de me rendre compte que le stream était complètement mort. Eh bien, on va tenter de reprendre à partir de là. Hein. Concrètement, on a fait... Surtout... Bon, on a fait un bout de la quête principale qui était de soigner un village qui était empoisonné par l'eau. Le sera organisé à rater demain. Oh, il y a le tournoi. Et là, on vient de finir de... faire des trucs avec la mine. Autant dire qu'il n'y a plus rien, quoi. Bon, il y a le tournoi de... C'est quoi la question-réponse, là? Non, ouais. On fait le tournoi, et puis après, on a la quête principale. Bon, du coup, ça va être un court stream, parce que, bon, je viens de relancer, il est 1h29, et... On va faire la quête principale, on va voir où elle nous mène. Et je pense qu'on va juste attendre jusqu'au tournoi, là, pour l'instant. Mais c'est ouf que ça a planté comme ça, genre... À partir de... Comment ça s'appelle? L'alchimie, ça a complètement planté. Je pense que c'est les retours... Ah, putain, je peux plus. Les moments où j'ai... Comment dire? J'ai pas arrêté d'ouvrir l'overlay Steam pour parler avec un pote. Ça a tout planté. Il est pas là le mec. Ah, il est vraiment pas là quoi. Et bah de toute façon on va attendre le matin. On va leur péter la gueule. On n'aurait pas pris un level au level 6? Ou c'est 7? Ah c'est peut-être 7. Un level de mage je veux dire. Ouais, c'est bien 7 le premier level. On n'a pas de combo pour l'instant.
The Lord be praised. I'd like to enroll in the big...
All right. Of course. I'll write your name down. And I need...
Marteau.
hammer and shield. I know how...
Good.
God be with you.
Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla. And he will face Yera of Benashov, Cole Kipper, a mercenary by profession.
Gira.
Welcome our warriors.
On lui fait un ticket.
And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Et y a pas son verre. J'ai quand même 50 frames à nouveau. Hein. C'est pas beaucoup. Hein. Il perd pas l'endurance, ça m'inquiète. Ça y est, il perd là. Pourquoi il frappe pas, on continue? Il est roll au site. Ouais, on a fait un level. Bon, le stream a l'air de suivre. On m'inquiétait un peu de voir... À la limite, je peux faire ça. Surveiller un peu.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner.
Mais c'est chaud quand même.
Prepare to watch a fierce
On a
fight
combien là?
with axes and
Elle fait
shields.
rien la carte graphe. Elle a 120 watts, 130.
Come and get it.
Il rame tellement le jeu là, je veux dire je suis à moins de 50 frames. Alors que la carte graphe ne fait rien du tout. Le CPU je vois pas. On est clairement CPU busy mais... Je joue en gestionnaire de tâches.
He is hereby declared the victor in this round
C'est
and shall
chelou.
proceed to the next round.
N'empêche c'est net là. J'ai activé le... J'ai voulu changer, je me suis dit je vais lâcher ma résolution de 720. Je suis repassé en 1080. Avec
The
48
first
FPS.
combatant will be Henry of
Ça me paraît bien net et...
And his adversary
Si je
will
bouge
be
beaucoup, ça devrait être...
Stephen of
correct.
Deliverance,
Ah, c'est correct.
spearman in the company of Sir Radzik Kobilar. Let us wish the combatants luck.
C'est correct.
And this very first bout will afford
C'est peut-être pour ça que je ramène d'ailleurs, hein. C'est parce que je regarde un flux en 1080p alors que bon... Il doit aller en 360, ça ira très bien. Non? Pas ça. Allons là. Pas fini, oui. Oh le contre. Allez. Je crois que j'ai jamais eu aussi peu de frames sur cette arène. Je sais pas si c'est le fait d'avoir choisi la masse, mais on est tellement pas efficace. Ah puis il nous met que des contres, c'est insupportable. Il est meilleur à cause du manque de frame, c'est quoi le délire? Ça pour changer le combo. Bah merde, j'ai perdu le combo. Ah mais le relou.
And the winner of the first bout is Henry of Skalitz.
Bon, laisse tomber le stream 2 secondes. Ouais. C'est ouf quand même que j'ai rien vu quoi. Le truc il a complètement planté. Win your next match in style 12 minutes. What? C'est un moyen. Je trouvais une technique infaillible, je crois. Je le pousse, je mets un coup, je le pousse, je mets un coup, et au bout d'un moment il a plus d'endurance et là je le finis. Bam 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 bam. Ah bah enfin quelqu'un qui ressemble pas au premier.
Entering the arena now will be Benishub Lashim, cart bowl to the Sasso bailiff, who will measure his skills against Henry. Welcome our warriors.
Mi CPU, mi carte graphique. Je suis à 130 watts.
The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Surtout en CPU busy. Non, je sais pas. L'auteur du jeu qui suit pas, j'en sais rien. Je ne sais pas ce qui suit pas. Je t'ai dit que ça marchait, même sans endurance.
Change weapons for the second bout. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short
Mais ça,
sword
je suis un
and
peu niveau
shield.
20. Hein.
Fuck it.
Je savais pas que je pouvais faire ça, moi.
Gotcha.
Décidément. Sans déconner là. Il me saoule. Il me saoule vraiment en plus. Je lui ai dit, je lui ai brise crâne là. Comment il répond à ça sans déconner? Quoi, ça c'est du coup de grâce ça.
And the
Le
second
pire
duel
contre.
was won by Henry of Skalitz.
Envie qu'on se barre de cette ville là. Je sais pas
Lords
pourquoi
and
j'ai pas
ladies, good men and
des
good
baisses de
wives,
fin comme ça.
you have just witnessed the final duel in today's
Déjà il
Ratai
pleut
Cornet,
plus.
for
On a
which
gagné
we
25.
all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
You did it in the end, Henry.
L'épée du roublard.
No doubt you're well satisfied. And I'm sure you'll be happy with this prize.
I certainly am, my lord. Thank you, sir.
Good luck then.
Du, 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 du. Mais elle est nulle. Ne faisons pas la fine bouche et ne nous attardons pas sur son passé peu flatteur. Elle est nulle en vrai. D'ailleurs, pourquoi je vois pas la poignée? Ah non, elle est bien là. Je voyais pas la poignée parce que j'avais une masse de cérémonie. Bon. Bon, on se tire. On va voir Radzig à Talmberg, mais c'est plus rapide par Merored. Il va faire nuit.
You can't just walk around in the dark. You have to have a light. It's the law.
Yeah.
Pourquoi à chaque fois que je vais faire une quête, il fait nuit noire, quoi? Un truc de ouf. J'ai pas envie. Qu'il fasse nuit noire. Ah, ça va vraiment être une limitation du moteur, hein. De tourner que sur un seul cœur et du coup le cœur il sature, j'ai pas regardé ça, ouais. Ouais, ça doit être ça, il doit prendre que quelques cœurs. Genre là, il me dit qu'il est utilisé à fond. Trop bizarre l'usage CPU sur Windows. Pardon, non. Mais reviens. Elle est en flip. Bon, on reviendra. On va virer présentement. Mais ouais, en fait, c'est une catastrophe l'usage CPU dans le jeu. Enfin, je sais pas. Ouais, en fait, il est constamment utilisé à fond finalement. Je crois que le mieux... Ah mais y a pas de limitation de FPS dans le jeu. Ok, bon, tant pis, on se débrouille.
Greetings, Henry. I hear you on the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Good luck, then.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robard, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir,
What is it?
sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Ça me fait penser, je sais pas où il est, ça se... Capon.
Good luck, son.
Yeah.
Putain, j'ai perdu de la vie quoi.
Yeah.
Good God, what a bloody mess. This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks. I'm on the right track. Blood.
Surchargé, sérieux? Là, je me balade avec ça. Perdu le sang.
Another clue. I must be going the right way. It looks like blood. I'm on the... charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard... This way. Blood.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
What happened at the crossroads?
Huh?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. so I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it.
But
if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Borya?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his...
Thank you.
God be with you.
Il est où ce Boria là? C'est lui au fond là-bas? Pas sûr. Hein. Ah mais on est au camp où il y en a 3? J'ai même pas réalisé. Ah, là-haut c'est pas le bon, c'est pas Boria. Ça va être lui Boria du coup.
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
Quoique.
See you later.
Ouais si.
God save you. What can I do for you?
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof
Possibly.
and poisoned the well in Merhoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
Take care.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Ah, well, I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
Un knight germain.
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Who is it you work for?
Ah.
No.
Do you know what you were carrying?
Il a jamais
Who is
posé
it
la
you work
question.
for?
Putain,
No
tout ça à cause d'un
idea.
bot, quoi.
Who is it you work?
No.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to storm.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I swear.
Ah! Damn it. Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
C'est Sir.
That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Is that all? Did you take anything
Ouais, c'est
else?
lui. Celui qui nous a formés à l'épée, non?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, j'ai désarçonné en 2 secondes. Faut vraiment que je me prenne un bouclier, moi.
Geht zum Teufel!
Le chien! Pardon, le chien.
You dare to face me? Kurwa.
Well?
Who is that, Teufel? It seems I have finally met my match.
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished, anyway. Just as you are.
Why do you think I'm finished?
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Once you take a weapon in your hand, your days are numbered. It is the same for every one of us.
Not everyone.
Every last one. Knight, mercenary, or footpad. There are men who die peacefully in bed, their wives and children at their sides. But not you, or I. You will end your life in a ditch, with your belly ripped.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye, if we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well, but if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobyla, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Meinhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzig, then you must know him.
Of course I know him.
C'est ingénieur, hein?
What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau. I have some loose ends that must be tied.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
All right then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at that. Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
That sounds a bit fishy.
It is simply that my master does not wish to be revealed. And if we are to help one another, that is how it must remain.
Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague Groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Paso alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Paso alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
Who are you working for?
I understand.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Paso scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept two busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down two, but that bastard Meinhard cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Meinhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhart?
He's dead, of course.
I know, but what did you do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But I am not one to leave Christian remains rotting in the woods.
I see. And where's his grave?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
You're mistaken. I've many deaths on my conscience, but robbing the dead, that's something I have no stomach for.
What happened to... I know. That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Je pensais qu'il le dirait. Mais il a dit
What
où?
happened to Menhart? I know, but... I see.
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. And don't think I don't.
That's not...
If...
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Sentier au nord qui mène à une tombe. Y a rien. L'heure du wagon.
Yeah.
Pour ça, faut revenir sur nos pas. On vient de là-haut. Marrant comme le sang a... Peut-être pas, je sais pas s'il a disparu. Et le nord, c'est là-bas.
Yeah.
Il dit qu'il y a une cabane en ruine, mais... Pas sûr qu'elle soit sur le chemin. Là. Je creuse pas, je regarde pas du bon côté. Bah le voilà. Moi j'ai pas de honte à piller moi. Alors, la suite c'est à rater. Ça fait un grand voyage, on va en profiter pour aller pisser. Je reviens. Et heureux. On a réalisé qu'il y avait un risque non négligeable de se faire choper en pleine route, mais ça va, on a du bol. On a du bol. Et de l'énergie. Radzig est là apparemment. C'est en haut, non? Non, c'est là.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins, then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see.
J'aurais pu les
We, the
lire.
alderman of the city of Passau. Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the quaestor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which sadly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outlying description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Caplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square.
Ils me font courir, hein. Henri de Rosenberg. Fils unique d'Olrichin, Rosenberg était burgrave de Prague en 1301. Il a également exercé la charge du seigneur du château supérieur de Kremlow. En Bohême, il était membre de l'Union seigneurale. En groupe d'opposition de nobles, il a participé à l'enlèvement du prisonnier de Wenceslas IV en 1394. Puis une nouvelle fois en 1402, il a occupé les fonctions de bourreau entre 1389 et 1409, pendant 20 ans, tel que consigné dans le registre des exécutions des seigneurs de Rosenberg. Vers 1400, Henri a fait élaborer dans l'atelier de Parler une statue de la Sainte Vierge à l'enfant. À présent connue sous le nom de Madone de Krumlov. Krumlov Madone. Et il y a une nouvelle quête, ça c'est clairement Kouman qui est à nouveau dispo. Je dis Kouman mais comment il s'appelle déjà? Hans. C'est pas comme ça qu'il s'appelle? Mais c'est clairement lui.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sir Hanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
What has it got to do with me?
Plenty. You're in it with me ever since that hunt.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. But I see it wasn't necessary. You look as smart as any courtier.
Thanks. I'll try my best.
So I see. But you can come and get those clothes later anyway. They're a little worn, but they're as fine as anything you'll get in the county.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord.
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last
Il a un petit
straw,
côté Linus
Peter.
Tech type.
One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh,
I'm
don't whine, for heaven's
sorry.
sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulflin of Camburg, that name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too, a cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulflin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair, after all. Maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Oh. Oh.
Le mec il en lâche une à chaque fois que je lui tape dessus.
What the?
Ils me disent clairement de... Ouais. De le suivre. Non?
Good gracious, it's Henry.
C'est vrai qu'il va y avoir un tournoi.
So, what do you think about this?
Old Hanush is right about one thing. It's time to stop chasing wenches and start chasing bandits.
I agree. I was worried you'd be upset after so.
Why would I? I finally have a chance to show Uncle what I will. Ride there, hack those bastards to pieces, and celebrate with a good...
But Sir Hanush said we should get them out of the fiefdom without bloodshed if we can.
And how else do you suppose we can do that?
With diplomacy?
You can't parley with criminals. That would just damage Uncle's reputation. Every lowlife would think he could rob him without fear of reprisal. Enough talk. Let's mount up.
God be with you. God bless you.
Sir Hans, I heard something about a tourney in...
Yes, Hanush has decided to revive the tourney at the upper castle. It's only a bit of entertainment for commoners. A few fellows on foot bashing each other with various weapons.
Oh, you don't seem like your usual cheerful self, sir. Anything wrong?
Yes, blast it. Hanush was on my back about what I'd do all day, so I told him I was busy dealing with very important knightly matters. I said I was training my future page in combat, initiating him into the art of swordsmanship and other battle skills.
I didn't know you had a page.
Well, that's just the thing. I don't. It was just something I made up on the spot to get him off my back. Only it seems I was a bit too convincing. Now, Uncle wants my imaginary page to demonstrate what he's learnt in the tourney.
I can see how that could be a bit awkward.
That's putting it mildly. The old man is like a dog with a bone, he'll never let go. Unless... Yes, now I think of it. I'll tell Hanush I was training you. All you have to do is enter the tourney, batter the fuck out of all the other peasants, and everyone will be happy. Except for the losers, of course.
What, and I'm to become your page? I'm not sure if Sir Radzig will agree.
No, Radzig doesn't have to know anything about it. It's just a little charade for Uncle's benefit. Not that it's such a bad idea. Who knows, maybe one day.
All right. I just hope it won't get me into trouble.
Everything will be just fine. You'll see.
Well, I suppose I can handle a few fellas one at a time. All right, then.
Of course you can. That's the spirit. You have to put up some coin to enter, though. Naturally, I'll pay for that, so you don't go around calling me a pinch purse. Go and see the tournament master. You'll find him somewhere around the upper castle courtyard. He'll explain everything and sign you up. Run along now. And don't let me down, Henry. Remember, you have to demonstrate you've been trained by a master.
Not that I'm too keen on going anywhere.
Better not let the
Comme si j'avais vaincu le tournoi 10 fois déjà.
from the battlements.
Your wish is my...
Excellent.
God be with you.
Fucking bandits. I'd much rather do battle with other nobles.
Why? Bandits are easier to defeat, aren't they?
The Lord be praised.
I'd like to...
You'll have to wait a few...
Take care.
You know where you are. They have rules.
Sir Hanush sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
I'd like to learn to fight.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone... Well... Can you teach me...
Me teach you? Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hanush sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Yeah. I just meant for your own safety.
I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it.
Yeah. Very well, Your Grace.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
Yeah. About his being a relative of mine, the Melotas?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Irvin, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of the family, which, well...
Attends, on va pas les suivre à la bonne vitesse, sérieux? Il va trop vite, mon cheval.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same, only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed? Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like. I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
Yeah. I meant no offence, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg man from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit. Yeah. Almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them. I couldn't blame them.
Why is that?
Wilhelm's face
C'est la pire des conversations à suivre en sous-titres. Moi ça va, je comprends, mais...
saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No. He was born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, when she fell pregnant, they said she was a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. And he was disfigured. Wilhelm. They said the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful!
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. Didn't stop the rumors. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough, but he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
Years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his path, starting throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. He sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, but because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. Pope said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you.
Whoa!
Than the stories on Earth.
Slow down.
How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
Ah, mais je les avais déjà vus. Au tout début du jeu. C'est trop long ce trajet là. Le fait de pas pouvoir sprinter ou marcher à l'allure normale, c'est horrible. Le mec il a fait un moonwalk.
Good health to you.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhoff, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolflin?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfin, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him. Good luck, then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every...
What do you want?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still...
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me...
So your husband was out?
Yes. He tried to
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in...
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes. I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Let's get one or two things straight. I'm here under orders from Captain Bernard, and that robber baron who came here crippled his cousin and killed 2 of his men.
What's that got to do with me?
Just so you know, the captain is very keen to see justice done, and it would not be wise to obstruct him.
My God, what have I done to deserve this?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples,
Oh, j'ai
We
vu.
put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered
Ah
to
non.
treat it for him.
J'ai vu un mec qui qui est mort à côté d'une pomme sur laquelle ils ont tiré.
Why would you help those cutthroats?
They didn't behave violently towards us, and I thought it would be best to keep them happy. At least they left me some apples.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
God be with you. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry. I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Looks like I found it. I better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
On va faire une sauvegarde ici, je pense. Je viens vraiment de siffler à côté du camp, quoi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Attends, mais il est loin comment là? Ah, ça va.
Yeah.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it.
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Around 10.
The same as us. Well, now we'll see if my cousin is really as tough as they say. Otherwise, he'll be swinging tonight from the Rattay ramparts.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind, lad.
Sir Hanish ordered me to avoid unnecessary casualties.
What are you trying to say?
I could go and parley with Wolflin. Even if it comes to nothing, I could have a good look at his encampment.
Bit of spying could well be of use, all right. And Wolflin's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. And try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed. Take care.
Yeah.
Hey, you!
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. And you are wearing Sir Bernard's colours. I suppose I should take you to Sir Wolflin. If you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
Who do we have here? What's your name, boy?
Henry. I'm a messenger from...
I know. From my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Aleshna. So, what exactly is your message?
I just want to eat and sleep. And fuck. What a she day. I need a good scrap. Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
Je sais pas quoi lui dire.
No one to rob here. Fucking boring.
I heard some interesting tales about you. They say your family is cursed.
Ha! So Bernard's been telling those stories again. How my Oleshna cousins do love to gossip.
So your father didn't have...
What? A twisted mouth? Aye. Looked like it was run over by a wagon. And he was born with 4 siblings and none of them lived. True. But they always leave one thing out of that fairy tale.
What's that?
That my grandmother was one of 5 babes and her mother one of 4. That's how it goes in that family. And then that talk of the witch. Pah! My grandma couldn't wait to marry my grandfather and give him children.
Why do you want to hurt the lords of Aleshna?
That bastard Malotta stole villages that belonged to my father. I was in Poland when my father died, and Malotta convinced everyone I was dead too.
But you came back though, didn't you?
Aye, I came back. But Malotta bribed a priest to testify that my father made him a deathbed confession.
Should have stayed home.
That bastard swore my father told him he was possessed, and so was his son. Me. So they think I rose from the dead and I'm a warlock. They won't hear my claim.
That's unfortunate. But surely the courts of the king wouldn't believe a story like that.
Maybe not. But the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts. No one will hear my case, and by the time this turmoil is over, everyone will have forgotten about me.
I'm so hungry I can eat my boots.
Let's settle the matter the chivalrous way. You and me, man to man. The victor takes all.
And the loser?
There'll be no loser left alive.
I like your spirit, young fellow. But why should I agree? If you win, my men will go and leave the loot here. But what if I win?
You'll have to see, won't you? Maybe you'll gain nothing by winning, but at least you won't lose the respect of your men.
You're a clever one. It seems a waste to kill you. But I accept your challenge.
Je suis sans arme par contre là. Ah, il me permet d'en prendre une quand même.
Ah! Here!
Ow!
Yeah!
Had enough?
Teach that fucker a lesson. Drop him to pieces! Kill him! Kill him! Had him, Chief! That's him, teach that fucker a lesson. That's him, Chief! You're not afraid of some molestment! Kill the horse and got him to Wolf Lane! And Chief, kill the horse and molester! Get him, sir! Kill the horse, sir! Get him, sir! Kill him! That's it, Wolflin! That's it, Wolflin! Got him, Sir Wolflin! Kill him! Kill him! Kill the horse! Got him, Sir
Kill the insolent bastard!
Kill the insolent bastard!
Kill the insolent bastard!
That's it, Wolflin!
Chop him to pieces!
At him, Chief! You're not afraid of some Oleshna cur?
What? Attends, mais c'était tout bugué là. J'aurais dû le buter, apparemment. Mais c'était tout bugué. Bon, vu que c'est facultatif, je peux pas genre... y aller comme ça.
What are you doing here? Side of light.
Non, y a pas de dialogue possible. Shit, je dois faire tout le trajet à nouveau. J'ai pu en perdre du temps à refaire des sauvegardes ratées là. Rien à voir avec la ville. Raté. Ah.
I found not around. Wouldn't it? What's that?
What do you...
Thank you.
I'll... Take care.
On refait la même, on skip.
Hey, you!
The hell are you looking at? Come with me. I'm so hungry, I could eat my bacon. Come along with me, or I'll send you straight to hell.
Pardon.
The hell are you looking at? Come with me.
What the?
Stinks everywhere. Should have stayed home.
Who do we have?
Henry.
I
heard. What's. What? That's unfortunate.
Maybe not, but the king's in captivity, and none of the.
Robbing, fucking, whores and boozing. Take the
We offer
women,
you safe
burn
conduct
the
out of this
village,
domain
drink
if you leave everything you stole from
annihilate
Sir Hanish's
and
subjects
pillage.
and pay 3 score groschen in compensation.
That's a very generous offer. But tell me, why should I accept?
Your quarrel is with Milotta, not with Bernard, and certainly not with Sir Hanish, whose estates you're pillaging.
So?
So leave Sir Hanish's domain and settle your differences with Milotta elsewhere.
My quarrel is with everyone who helps Milotta, and Hanush gave him refuge in Ratai.
Hanish's captain is Sir Milotta's cousin. What did you expect him to do?
That's no concern of mine. It's really very simple. My quarrel is with Milotta, and anyone who helps him. Anyway, I don't claim to be a saint. It's all the same to me whether I'm plundering the estates of Hanush of Lipa, the Bishop of Vratislav, or the Pope himself.
I think...
You know what?
Filth and
I think you're only
stink
here to
everywhere.
buy time, while Bernard prepares to attack. Well, your time's run out. Go back to Bernard and tell him I'll be waiting for him.
Tired of life, are you?
C'est raté. C'est raté, chef.
Hey, what?
You...
Look out. Who do...
What? So you...
What?
What's that?
The...
Why?
So they...
Can't drink no more today. I'm so hungry I can eat my boots.
We offer...
What's she do?
Don't you know what's been going on around here recently?
Should I?
Bandits have been on the rampage all over the county. Cutthroats raided a nearby stud farm, and the locals have had enough of it.
No doubt, but I've nothing to do with that.
Try telling them that. On the way here, the captain recruited men from half the county. He intends to make an example of you.
Why me? No doubt you've plenty to choose from.
Because you're the first one who's had the gall not to run. So you'll be the first one they catch, and I'm sure you can imagine what will happen then.
And why warn me? Why parlay at all, if there are so many of you?
So Hannes wants to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. He'd be happier if you just moved on somewhere else, so he sent me to bargain with you.
You're saying it wasn't Bernard's idea?
If the captain knew I came here in his colours, he'd flay me alive.
The devil take it. There's nothing here worth pillaging anyway. All right. I accept your offer. Tell your captain we'll move on.
Don't forget to leave the loot and 60 groschen, too.
There's no denying you're a good negotiator, lad. Oh well. No doubt we'll find easier pickings elsewhere. Better run along before Bernard loses patience.
Hey. Damn.
Yeah.
Je trouve qu'ils aiment vraiment nous faire courir, hein. J'avais pas ce ressenti au début, mais... Sur la fin, là... On dirait Thérèse. Ouais. Benoît.
How are you?
I've just come back from Wolflin, Captain.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
I talked them into moving out. Not only that, but they left all their loot and 70 groschen too, as compensation.
I can hardly believe it. That turned out a lot better than I expected. The coin is for Sir Hanush, I expect.
Naturally.
Well then, take the money and ride to Ratai. In the meantime, we'll break camp and make sure those bastards keep their part of the bargain.
Right, Captain. I'll be on my way.
And Henry, nice work. See you later.
Ils me font vraiment retourner au camp, là. Enfin, ils me font retourner à Ratai. Sauf que là, ils viennent me dire prends la monnaie. Donc, techniquement, je suis censé retourner là-bas, prendre la thune et la ramener à Ratai. Mais la fuck, quoi. Il n'y avait pas d'objectif, ça m'étonne par contre. Par là, il y avait adossé à cet arbre et il y avait un cheval là. Il y avait un gars qui avait piqué un cheval. Je m'en souviens. C'était Pupi, je crois. Je sais plus. Mais ils sont toujours là.
Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing, fucking, whores and boozing. Take the women, burn the village, drink, annihilate and pillage, burning wreck. pay.
Je voulais juste regarder ce qu'il y avait dedans. Peut-être qu'il faut juste que j'attende. Partis... Ils seront partis au lendemain, tu vois. Je leur ai laissé à peu près 12 heures là. Même plus que ça, je pense. Mais ils sont toujours là. Whatever. On s'en va.
Greetings.
I have news from the camp, Sir Hanush.
Speak.
I persuaded Captain Bernard to let me parley with...
Bernard agreed. I'm surprised.
So was I. I promised Wolflin safe conduct out of your territory on condition he leave all the loot he took and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
Well done. It will take Bernard a while to get over his disappointment at not being able to get revenge. But the important thing is, we're rid of that troublemaker. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
The execution.
Alors. Genre haut gauche, bas droite et gauche. Tac, 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 tac. C'est pas tout ça, mais... Oh, il y a une nouvelle quête avec Hans Koumans. Non, Hans Capon. Je savais pas que ça jouait sur ma vitesse.
God be with you.
Have you heard anything about...
Everywhere they go, they pillage. God be with you.
Good day. God be with you.
I hope I can be it.
Do you know if there's anyone around?
Could be. It might not be to your liking, though, on account of it's the executioner who's looking for someone. Of course, folk here don't want to have anything to do with it. God be with you.
Le bourreau et le bailli, c'est la même chose? Non, le bailli, c'est celui qui mène... C'est un peu le shérif de la ville, non?
Thank you. Thank you 100-fold. You have a good heart.
Ouais, je sais pas.
To be reduced to begging. But what am I to do, good folk? Skalitz lies
Pas
in
Nieta, ça?
ruins.
Ah non.
God watch over you, good knight. Good luck then.
Il y a des quêtes partout de DLC. On va aller là-bas et on va déco là-bas. Ce sera tout pour ça. Y a pas le... Non, j'ai cru qu'il allait y avoir le tournoi de raté, mais non, c'est pas ce soir. C'est pas aujourd'hui.
Blood will be spilt.
Attends, laissez-moi prendre une arme quand même.
God on your knees, have you? Take that! Your end is done. Bring it on!
Vous avez 2 secondes là, vous me laissez reposer 2 secondes. Je vais crever en fait. Putain, j'arrivais pas à récupérer mon jus quoi. Oh mais c'est une horreur. Je vais vraiment me faire défoncer par ces paysans quoi. C'est un truc de malade.
You're dead.
Is that all you've got?
C'est vraiment ce qui va se passer, hein. Dernier sursaut. Non, je me suis fait défoncer. Mais genre sévère, quoi. Putain, j'y crois pas, quoi. Par des paysans. Après tout, on a rien fait. Ah là là. C'était stupide. À chaque fois je m'arrête à la mauvaise porte, c'est un truc de ouf. Le pire c'est qu'il y a une autre bassine là-bas, je me suis arrêté devant la bassine, pareil, la même.
Good afternoon. Take care.
God save you.
Do you know if there's a...
Oh, it might not be to your liking, though. Of course.
Do you know if there's a...
Hmm.
Do you know...
Hmm. See you later.
C'est chaud quand même, comme je me suis fait dérouiller par des paysans, quoi. En étant en armure intégrale, hein. Bon là je les ai pas recroisés. On va s'équiper par contre. Ulrich, établir où les faussaires s'approvisionnent en mercure. Identifier qui travaille le cuivre à 16 heures. En vrai, je peux demander à n'importe qui, j'imagine.
Young man, surely you'd like to know what plans God has for you. I can...
I don't think so.
A pity, Goodman. God be with you.
Je vérifie juste, c'est pas une quête, hein.
Young man.
Why not? So, what fate awaits me, good wife?
I see a maid in a red dress, the flash of fair hair and bold features. I see twinkling eyes and hear tinkling laughter. I see a great love that will last till the grave and beyond. And I can see her name. It is Joseph. No, sorry, I meant Josephina.
Well, I can't deny you know how to spin a yarn, but I'm not paying you for...
Damn it all.
Maybe you ought to read your own palm now and again.
Take care. Young man.
Why not?
I see it is... No.
C'est la même chose.
Thank you. God be with you.
Good luck then. Young man. Let me...
Thank you.
I thank you, Goodman. There's not many who treat me as...
God be with you.
God be with you.
C'est un moyen rapide de gagner de la répute. C'est ça le délire. Comment je fais? Personnage, répute. Ça saut. Les villageois.
Young sir. God has its written.
God.
Good luck then. Young.
Thank you. God be with you.
God be with you.
Princesse toujours. Oh les va.
God watch. Take care.
Carrots and apples.
Pardon. Alors après, Ulrich en général il est à l'auberge. Ils disent. Mais là il n'y est pas.
Yeah. Ow! Watch where you're going, you lout! Yeah.
Ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va aller... Oh, je me suis pris le panneau. C'est pas un panneau, c'est... Je sais pas, un lampadaire. Hey, c'est là l'auberge. Mais du coup, c'est peut-être là qu'il y a Ulrich. C'est bien possible. On va aller récupérer un bouclier, d'abord. Ouais. Énergie 60, alim 75. On va dormir un peu. Attends. Avant de dormir. Ok. Est-ce que... Ouais. On met les plantes sur le cheval. En vrai, j'avais oublié, mais on est censé... Alors, est-ce que j'ai toujours... Non. On est censé garder... On est censé garder 30 plantes sur soi. Pour sentir bon. Est-ce que j'ai bien le trait pour... Comment ça s'appelle déjà? Poubelle humaine. Ça veut dire que je peux manger les conneries là. Quoi le truc pour digérer? Ah, ça me fait moins 20 en alimentation, je comprends mieux. Je sais pas comment j'ai gagné de l'énergie, mais apparemment j'en avais gagné. Bah je sais pas, j'étais à 100. Ah non, c'était la... D'accord, c'était de la... prévision. Et voilà, on va s'arrêter là-dessus. Sur ce, une bonne nuit, ciao ciao.